As you guys saw from our teaser on Facebook and even on Instagram, I've been sharing with you guys yung bagong smartphone, or should I say bagong flagship phone ng Infinix, which is the Infinix Zero X Pro. Hey guys, it's your Mary and welcome back to our channel. So for today, usapang Infinix naman tayo. We all know that Infinix is indeed a growing brand na talagang napapansin ko ay pasikat sila ng pasikat. Isa sa kadahilanan is yung kanilang concept phone na may feature ng 160 watt fast charging. Sobrang pinag-usapan talaga to sa tech industry and lalo na sa mga techies natin na nanonood dyan. But yeah, dito sa kanilang bagong phone, may iba silang approach, which is of course the cameras. Let's talk about first the pricing and availability. Itong bagong phone ng Infinix will be exclusive in Shopee only this October 5 with a retail price of 14,990 pesos. But since they are being generous, meron silang early bird price na 13,890 pesos. Technically, when it comes to its pricing, hindi siya flagship. But, of course, sa Infinix na brand, ito yung kanilang pinaka-flagship device because it's their most expensive so far. And, of course, yung mga high-end specifications that you guys saw sa mga flagship devices is present on this device. So, yes, it is an Infinix flagship. The box looks very different from other Infinix smartphones na feature natin dito sa ating channel. It's longer, and as you can see, the unit that we have right now has an 8GB of RAM na merong 128GB of internal storage. So, tignan na natin kung ano yung mga dapat nyong i-expect inside the box. Dun, 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 dun. Alam ko naman na to, pero surprise to para sa inyo, syempre. Pag-open natin ng box, phone agad ang bubungad sa inyo at dito natin makikita yung mga features na meron tayo for the Infinix Zero X Pro. Ito yung mga dapat nyong i-expect, which are telescope zoom, ultra night vision camera. It has dual chip ultra high speed, a 6.67 Full HD Plus display with TUV Rainland safe charge. We also have here a cardboard na nakadikit na yung kanyang smaller box sa ilalim. Inside here is, of course, nandito yung ating jelly case, a warranty card, and we all know what this is already. I really love the case that they included. It's black and very subtle lang yung kanyang Infinix branding. Mamaya malalaman nyo rin kung bakit gusto ko tong case na to. A USB Type-C charging cable and ang 45 watt power brick. Actually, ito lang yung naman ng box niya. There's nothing much on it. I'm not sure why they did this, yung bigger and of course longer box, but I'm guessing it's about leaning towards premiumness, and again, it's their flagship device. Out of the box, last week guys, noong of course una kong na-feel yung Infinix Zero X Pro, meron akong naramdaman na parang refreshing sa kanya. It feels and looks premium, and probably because its design is not like your typical Infinix smartphone. And even from other brands, it's not your typical curved back panel. Though it's not entirely flat. And by the way, yung unit pala na meron ako right now is what you call Nebula Black. And from its name guys, Nebula Black, mukhang ina-associate nga talaga guys ni Infinix yung pangalan ng kanyang kulay sa capability na kaya ng smartphone na to, which is again, yung kanyang 60 times zoom. Also, whenever we are tilting the device, meron siyang mga glitters sa gitna. Or should we say stars. It also has an Infinix branding doon sa kanyang lower left. And kung mapapansin nyo yung kanyang camera guys, parang meron siyang tatlong level. Or kumbaga parang siyang hagdan. Again, this is because the main camera is capable to zoom up to 60 times to the point na pwede nating i-capture yung moon or anything that you guys want to capture na sobrang layo. So yes, that's a triple camera setup na merong LED flash. And surprisingly guys, yung kanyang back panel is actually glass, and yung kanyang sides naman or the frame is made of plastic, which is why medyo may kabigatan yung ating device. Sa ibabaw wala tayong kahit na anong sensor. And then, sa kanan, nandito yung kanyang volume rocker and the power button below. And then, sa ilalim, nandito naman yung ating headphone jack, microphone, USB Type-C port, and ang kanyang speaker grill. And then, on the left, ito yung ating SIM tray na dual SIM and expandable via micro SD card hanggang 1TB. Una ko agad na notice sa device is wala siyang any side-mounted fingerprint sensor. That is because, guys, AMOLED nga yung ating display, so expect an in-display fingerprint sensor. Other than that, I like the placements of the buttons, although I did notice yung kanyang volume rockers, guys, is a bit loose. I'm not sure if this is just my unit or ganito talaga lahat. As a pasmado girl, guys, I really consider if the phone is slippery or not. And yung device, guys, medyo madulas siyang hawakan. Lalo na ngayon, guys. Sobrang grabe, basang-basa yung kamay ko. So, it really matters to me, guys, na may maganda siyang case sa loob, which is this one na medyo may texture yung kanyang likod. So, I always put this on this phone whenever I shoot outside or even at home para hindi siya madulas sa kamay ko. Gawin na natin ngayon kasi sobrang pasmado talaga, guys. Pasensya na. Now, when it comes to its display, this is the first time, guys, that an Infinix smartphone will be having an AMOLED display. So, sa mga loyal customers or Infinix fans natin dyan, matutuwa talaga sila since probably inaabangan din talaga nila na magkaroon na tayo ng Infinix smartphone na merong AMOLED display. To be exact, it's 6.67 inches AMOLED display with 120Hz of refresh rate and 1080 by 2400 pixels resolution. Even if this is Infinix first time again to have an AMOLED display, I think they really did a good job here. Mas na-appreciate ko ngayon yung mga icons na meron tayo sa Infinix phone na to. Mas true to life yung kanyang colors and of course, mas deep din yung blacks niya dito, which makes the device more enjoyable to use. It also has a very small punch hole na talagang nagustuhan ko rin sa kanya. And then again, for its display, aabot ng 700 nits of peak brightness. So any type of content, guys, viewable naman sa kanya, especially outdoors. Aside from having a 120Hz refresh rate on this smartphone, capable din of 240Hz of touch sampling rate itong phone na to. Something that gamers should really consider. Speaking of the refresh rate, kung pupunta tayo sa settings, meron tayong tatlong options, which is again the 120Hz, 60Hz, and then meron din siyang auto switch refresh rate, which is good. And what I like about the skin of the Infinix, guys, is meron siyang tinatawag na Ultra Touch. Hindi lang naman itong phone na to, but other Infinix smartphones as well. So, kung meron kang Infinix at hindi mo alam na may ganito siyang klase ng features sa settings, you might wanna check it out dahil dito, guys, pwede nating i-customize or i-adjust yung kanyang vertical scrolling sensitivity from swipe speed to motion speed. Now, since the Infinix Zero X Pro has an AMOLED display again, expect, guys, na meron tayong always-on display. O, diba, guys? First time again on an Infinix device. So, going to the settings, marami naman tayong iba't ibang klase ng styles sa kanya. Pwede tayong mamili between clock, selfie sticker, time flies, or star trip. So, always on display, makikita naman natin yung date, time, battery percentage, but here, we won't be seeing kung may nag-text ba sa atin or wala, or maybe email or any notifications. Now, since nasa usapang display pa rin naman tayo, again, meron nga siyang in-display fingerprint sensor, which is my first time to encounter on an Infinix smartphone as well. May option naman tayo, guys, to change the animation or the unlocking effects ng in-display fingerprint sensor natin, which is again, it's vortex, flare, or bang. It's responsive and accurate most of the time. Yun nga lang pag medyo pasmado yung kamay ko, medyo mas matagal lang niyang i-read yung aking fingerprint. So when it comes to its design and display, hindi tayo binigo ng Infinix Zero X Pro. But how about its cameras? Actually, no, I do think Infinix really did it right. Since most of the smartphones, guys, na nahawakan ko na nasa same price segment niya, na again, around 13 to 15,000 pesos, laging macro camera yung nilalagay nila. Or any type of camera that is not really that necessary. To be specific, yung Infinix Zero X Pro ay merong 108 megapixels wide camera with 8 megapixels ultra wide lens and an 8 megapixels periscopic telephoto lens. Now, for the front camera, meron siyang 16 megapixels with dual flashlight. So, wala pa tayo sa results, but regardless of that, it is indeed extremely refreshing, guys, for a company to actually try to have a solid camera system. Before I share with you guys yung thoughts ko about sa sample photos that the Infinix Zero X Pro took, let me give you guys a quick camera tour. Opening the app, meron tayong AI and HDR toggles. And if you guys are wondering kung anong ginagawa ng kanyang AI mode, once we enable this, it will try and take the best features as possible based on what you guys are looking at. Aside from that, what I like about the camera application, guys, is yung kanyang 108 megapixels na mode, very accessible, guys, to click doon sa ibabaw mismo. No need to go to the more option. But what makes it more special, guys, is yung software na meron yung Zero X Pro. Meron siyang in-house Galileo engine for the moon mode. Now, you are probably wondering, guys, nasan yung kanyang more menu? Actually, this can be accessed kung isa-swipe up natin yung kanyang mismong camera UI, katulad ng kung paano natin ina-access yung mismong app drawer natin. So, swiping it up, nandito yung ating short video, video mode, AI cam, beauty mode, portrait mode, the super night mode, AR shot, slow motion, pro mode, panorama, documents, super macro, time-lapse, and of course, the moon mode. Again, the Infinix Zero X series, not just the Pro one, yung kanyang 60 times periscopic moonshot camera and Infinix Galileo algorithm engine enabled the smartphone, guys, na mag-zoom in siya para mas makuha yung detail and texture ng subject natin, which is again, most of the time, the moon. So, kung i-describe ko yung images taken with its traditional AI mode, the Infinix Zero X Pro indeed perform well. Yung ibang photos natin look crispy, although may mga times lang na hindi masyadong balance yung colors natin. So yes, it really is a hit or miss. Ngayon, kung gusto nyo ma-achieve talaga yung shot na talagang hinahanap nyo, there is a pro mode naman on the Infinix Zero X Pro. Again, meron nga tayong built-in OIS doon sa kanyang main camera, which indeed sobrang nakatulong doon sa ating pag-shoot using the Infinix Zero X Pro, wherein nakatulong talaga siya, especially that I am shooting most of the time ng 1080p resolution. Now, when we need to shoot 4K at 30 FPS, pwede naman, guys, but hindi natin ma-enable yung ating ultra steady option. Other than that, when taking videos as well, meron din siyang bokeh effect na pwede natin i-enable and adjust yung kanyang blurredness. We also have the video beauty, and sa mga hindi nakakaalam, pwede natin i-adjust yung volume keys, guys. Pwede siyang ipang shutter or kaya naman pwede natin gamitin to zoom in. Now, when it comes to its skin, I'm sure you guys are already familiar. But again, it has the Infinix XOS operating system, again, which is based on Android 11. It has some unique features, guys, na hindi naman natin makikita sa ibang smartphones na nasa ganitong price segment. Again, when we swipe from the right to the left, meron tayong parang side window or small menu na pwede natin i-access yung mga favorite applications natin that again, we can also edit as well. Siguro ang hindi ko lang nagustuhan sa kanya is yung logos natin doon sa kanyang swipe down notifications. Kompleto naman most of the things that we need dito sa kanyang toggles. Probably I'm just nitpicking, pero yung design, hindi ko siya masyadong nagustuhan. Which is again, very subjective. So, depende pa rin naman ito sa gagamit. Now, when it comes to the chipset being used on this smartphone, guys, the Infinix Zero X Pro, it is using the MediaTek Helio G95 with an 8GB RAM and the 128GB configuration. So, when it comes to its pricing, I know it may not be the most powerful device na pwede nyong mabili when it comes to its chipset. But during my testing, guys, and using the device, I never or hardly felt any lag or stuttering, even when switching between applications or even playing games for a little while. The phone will definitely heat up, guys, while playing Asphalt 9, but actually that was to be expected naman. Yung heat niya, guys, was never anything more than just making you realize that the phone is warmer than normal. It is a capable chipset, but again, kung medyo hardcore gamer ka, you might find it a bit lacking in terms of heavy gaming sessions. Now, when it comes to its battery department, meron siyang 4,500 mAh of battery capacity. I got around 6 to 7 hours of screen on time. If you are a power user, guys, there might be a need na i-charge nyo yung Infinix Zero X Pro twice a day. Good news, yung charging speed naman niya, guys, ay mabilis. So, you won't be frustrated when it comes to the waiting time since it can be fully charged from around 90 to 95 minutes lang dahil nga doon sa kanyang 45-watt power brick or super fast charging. Overall, no, Now, when it comes to the specs that the Infinix Zero X Pro, I think it really caters to those people na importante sa kanila yung camera and yung pagkakaroon ng magandang display. Although, syempre, may mga konting cons lang tayo na hinanap ko sa kanya, and that is the lack of stereo speakers. Medyo bothersome lang ito to some people, lalo na to those who loves to binge watch and of course play games in landscape dahil madalas itong matatakpan at matatakpan talaga.
Guys, it's Shoutout and welcome back to my channel. O, di ba, nag-straight bigla yung buhok natin. Okay, so nakita nyo naman sa title, Infinix Note 10 Pro. This is the Infinix smartphone that I really think you should be buying. Alam ko rin naman, huwag kayong mag-alala, baka may magalit lang doon sa sinabi ko.
Now, on the other hand, okay naman ang audio quality for its price. I think, no guys, sa price segment na 13 to 15,000 pesos, Infinix Zero X Pro is indeed a solid option na gustong magkaroon ng fast charging capability, great display, and of course, a very capable set of cameras. Actually, that's basically it for our review of the Infinix Zero X Pro. Salamat guys sa pagnood. Again, it's your Mary and see you on our next video. Bye!